Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, you can hear me good? You can hear
I
me
hear
good?
you.
Hey, listen, everybody. This is that boy. Listen, this is that boy Rick Titus. Rick Titus with this exquisite, I like that word, exquisite podcast. Hey, look, who said it couldn't be done? Who said it couldn't be done? So listen, let me give y'all a little bit of jangling. Let me give y'all a little bit of jangling, a little bit of jangling here. Hey, listen. Before I bring my main man Ivan Ross on with this restaurant business that they got, listen, I'm all the way in the state of Maryland. This guy is all the way in Sweetport, Louisiana, and we doing a podcast. And that's where you at, Mr. Ross, Sweetport, Louisiana.
Street Pope.
There you go. So see, this is what I'm talking about. Some people say, well, we can't do a podcast. Why you can't do a podcast? You're doing a podcast right now. Sweetport. In Sweetport. This is what we're doing. I'm trying to get this podcast business up and popping. Up and popping. And listen, let me give a little bit of jingling before I bring my main man on. Listen, we got some issues going on in the world today. Y'all heard about what happened out there in Mississippi, in Delta State College. Delta State College. This is on a college campus. I'm going to bring it to life. When you got a platform, I got a platform, so I might as well talk about what is in the shenanigan goes on at Delta State College. I know some of you guys ain't hearing me because you're listening to CNN. Hey, listen, this is the deal, man. We got some FBAs, some black men. I don't know if they're FBAs or not, but they're black men hung on the campus of Delta State University in Mississippi. Mr. Reed, hey, look up. I send my prayers to your family, sir. I don't know you, but you part of my family. But I do not like it. I don't like it, family. 1 minute, they said he was in his dorm. Next minute, I look on the internet, and they said he was hung in a tree. Now, what black man is going to get up and climb a tree, put a noose around his neck, and jump? I don't understand it. That is not in our culture. That's not our culture. But, you know, some of you guys that got more followers than me, more likes than that boy Rick Titus, listen, make some videos. Let's start talking about this doggone thing. Let's start talking about it because something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong in the community today. On a black campus in Mississippi, I do notice one thing. All of these things are happening in Alabama, North Carolina, Mississippi, these rural, deep southern area. No other group is talking. I ain't seen no other groups getting hung. I ain't seen no other groups that being hung in the tree. It's only in our community. Something is wrong. So I don't know what's going on with the police department down there in Mississippi. Y'all better get it right. Because this could happen in your family right here as well. So, you know, enough of that. I just wanted to bring that up because a lot of people are not talking about that. You know, this is a deal. Get your podcast up and popping. Get in touch with that boy Rick Titus. With Exquisite Podcast. I love that word, Exquisite Podcast. Get in touch with that boy Rick Titus. Listen, so we can go ahead and get this thing here popping. We got a great show for y'all today. Great, powerful show for y'all today. I want to introduce Mr. Ivan Ross, money coach, with this restaurant, We Be Shmokinn. We be smoking out there in Sweetport, Louisiana. Listen, I'm gonna turn the mic on over to him. And listen, that boy Rick Titus got a podcast show. Come and see that boy Rick Titus. That boy Rick Titus got a podcast show. Exquisite Podcast. This over to my man Ivan Ross. Go ahead. This is your show, buddy. Go ahead and take it over.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing out there? I'm pleased to be here. My man, me and Mr. That Boy Rick Titus, we've been rocking for a long time, and we've never met physically, but we talk on the phone. You know, we talk on the internet, and we have become great friends and business partners. So the main thing we're talking about today is, when will you stop being afraid?
Mm-hmm.
When will you stop being afraid to step out and do your own thing? I told Titus way back, I said, Titus, nobody don't know you. You got to get out there. I can understand if you're an introvert, you know, it's ways to make money online being an introvert. But, you know, people forget quick. They'll forget. You stay off the internet for about a month, you know, they'll forget you. But what we're talking about today is Lashmokeshak. Lashmokeshak. I came up with that name. It represents, the LA represents Louisiana. The SH represents Shreveport. And we got a barbecue shack, Lashmokeshak. So my background, I started cooking back in 1986. 1986, I was, 19 years old. I worked at a truck stop. I started out as a dishwasher. I got tired of lifting heavy trash cans. So I had a couple of friends that worked there also, but they were cooks. And so they told me, man, all you got to do is learn the menu. Ross, learn the menu, and you can come over here. Cause back then in the 80s, we wasn't making but $4, $5 an hour. But they were paying cooks $6. So I hurried up and jumped on over there. I worked there for about 2.5 years. And then I went to the US Navy, where I expanded my food knowledge. I learned a lot, met some great guys along the way that were older than me, that were more experienced. I took all that I learned from them and put it into my own thing. So when I got out of the Navy, I was cooking. I cooked at a couple of restaurants. And I used to cook, you know, for family functions. And so everybody was like, man, your food is good. Your food. And it didn't hit me until around 2020. 2020, my wife and I decided, you know what, we're cooking for fun. Let's turn it into a business, because cooking is my passion. And they say if you love what you do, you'll never work hard a day in your life. So we started up the business in 2021 of September. What we were doing was actually we were acting as like Uber Eats. We would cook, we would deliver, and we just kept it going, man. We created our own thing. We created a baby that we're growing right now. We're 3.5 years in. We still got some more growing to do. We're trying to, you know, submit proposals to get a grant to get this mobile food trailer, because it has become so popular these days. I can remember back in the day when you rarely heard of a food truck. It wasn't a thing, but it's out there now, because one thing, people gotta eat every day. You gotta eat. Let me see you go 2 days, 3 days without eating and see what happens. Yeah, you can fast, but look, our goal was to put out delicious, healthy food. And that's it. And I enjoy seeing people like our food. I just, it just sends me into orbit, when somebody tastes my brisket and they can't stop talking about it. I have people like that all around Shreveport. They can't stop talking about it. And all they keep saying is, man, when are you going to open a restaurant? When you going to open a restaurant? Well, that may be down the road. That may be down the road, but I want to be mobile first. I want to be able to work this area, go over here to this area, work that area. I'm sitting here in my living room right now on YouTube watching all these people with food trucks that are making $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 in a weekend. So I know it can be done. I might even come up there to Washington, D.C. one weekend and put out some of them ribs and get some of them Shreveport ribs. But yeah, man, but you can't be afraid of your dream. Yeah, I know you got a good job right now, but you know what? I've had several good jobs that they either went out of business or got laid off or got fired. It happens. Or you could get sick where you can't work. So whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is, my thing is culinary. But whatever it is you want to do, you can't let fear stop you, because you'll always wonder what would have happened. And you don't want to go through that. You don't want to put yourself through that stress of, man, I wish I would have did this, or I wish. Look, stop wishing and start doing. I had one of my church members, old church members, she used to say, we need to stop hallelujah and start do-ya-looing. And it made so much sense, it was like, yeah, because if you just keep talking about it, guess what? It'll never happen. You got to jump in. You can't sit on the sideline and score a touchdown. You got to get your uniform dirty. Ain't that right, Titles? You can't, look, you used to see guys on the team, uniforms clean as I don't know what. They ain't played in the game at all. You can't score on the sideline. You can only talk. So let's get off the sideline and do your thing, man. Y'all do y'all thing. Look, I was afraid. I really was. I was afraid that I would fail, and people look at you funny. And look, man, don't care nothing about that. You can fail 500 times, and at 501, get it right. That's what happened to the 409 man. He failed 408 times. 409. That's spray cleaner. Yeah, he failed 408 times. 409 was it. That's why they named it that. So I'm gonna turn it back over to you real quick, Titus. If you got some more questions, I'm glad to answer.
Yeah. We be smoking. We be smoking. That's the slogan right there. We be smoking. I want to touch on something right here. My main man Ivan told me a couple years ago. I was working at WBGR TV radio station, an internet station that's real powerful right now. That's where I learned all of my skill set. I used to walk in that station with my notepad, and I used to ask the owner. I said, "Man, what does this guy here do?" What is this light for? Why you got two computers in here? My eyes got big. I said, what? I said, what? I said, what is guy here working on? What is he doing? I was just taking notes. I was just taking notes, and I was shot. I said, man, I said, listen, like Ivan just said, I was scared, then I don't know how to get on the camera. Man, if you had saw my videos about 3 or 4 years ago, you said, man, that brother might need to get some work. He don't you come on camera no more. Hey, look, don't you come on camera no more. So I said, I talked to the owner. I said, hey man, I want a show. He said, well, when you want to do show? I said, I don't know. He said, well, you can start Monday. So I went home that weekend. I was writing down my scripts. I was doing everything I needed to do. And guess what? I started doing my show. And guess what? My followers got big. I wasn't on this tip about followers and likes and all of that. I ain't had but 30-something followers on Facebook. When I got on WBGR, I've been on it about 2 years. I started getting like I got like over 1,000 followers. I said, what in the jigaboo going on? What in the cotton? What is in the cornbread and the soap going on up in here? And the peanut butter. So I said, hey, man, I talked to Ivan about it. I said, Ivan, man, I got on this WBGR TV show. My ratings, my shows is going up. I used to be up in there popping. I was up there popping, shining. That boy, Rick Titus. And guess what Ivan told me? He said, you know what, Titus? You know why? Because you're doing videos. I started learning how to do video. I started learning how to put the background. I ain't even know how to put the background up in. I ain't know how to do no markups. I'm gonna tell you. Now I'm known on the internet. So the moral to the story, family, stop being scared. Listen, you don't know when your time is going to be expired from here. So listen, I ain't had no clients on Exquisite Podcast. Somebody said, well, why are you trying to do a podcast, Rick Titus? You don't know nothing about doing no podcast. This is the deal. You don't tell your family, you don't tell your friends, you don't tell your coworkers, unless they got like-minded like you. I can tell Ivan that because he's in business. But your family member will steal your dream. They'll crush it. So, I don't care if I ain't got but 2 listeners on this Exquisite Podcast. I'm going to keep doing it. Because like he just said, somebody is going to see this podcast right here and go say, oh, man, I want to do a podcast. I'm in Michigan. This guy's all the way in Shreveport, Louisiana. And listen, we on Facebook, we on YouTube, we on Tickalacka, we on LinkedIn, we on X, we on Kick. So listen, somebody is going to see the podcast and say, hey, Rick Titus, I want to do a podcast. We be smoking. Hey, listen. Hey, I just wanted to, hey, Ivan, I just got 3 questions and then I'm going to let you go because I know you're busy. And listen, what got you, the first question is, what got you started? What made you say, I want to start a food truck?
Well, first of all, you got to have, in my opinion, you got to have a support system, such as your spouse or whoever. Got to have a support system, somebody that's gonna be behind you, because everything ain't gonna go right in the beginning. You're gonna have ups and downs, but having somebody that agree with you or even disagree with you and help pull you back over out the ditch, So that's what helped me on that part.
Okay, my second question is, why you? Why not somebody else in your family? Why you? Why did you pick We'll Be Smoking? Why did you pick it? What made you come up with that idea?
Well, I kind of took it from Clarence Carter. Clarence Carter said, be stroking. So we be smoking. So when I'm at that barbecue pit and that smoke, you open that door and that smoke hit you in the face.
Yeah.
I ain't nothing else like that, man. Ain't nothing like turning a raw piece of meat into something delectable that you can just, eat. It tastes like cotton candy.
And man,
Yeah.
it sounds so beautiful. And listen, support our black businesses out there. You guys out there in Shreveport, Louisiana, I don't care where you at. Support it. Support the business. Even if, I don't know if they accept donations or not. Even if you need to donate, donate. But listen, my last question that I got for my main man, Ivan Ross, which is called the Money Coach. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. My last question is, man, what is your secret? Yeah, what? Hey, look at. Hey, look, I'm looking in the comments right now. I got a young lady. This young lady is wrong. God damn it. Hold up, man. Hold up. Sometimes you're gonna get like this too, people. Y'all gonna get like this too after a while. Listen,
Yeah.
you're gonna get
Keep
that.
on living.
Hey, listen, she said that she's from Alabama. She said she was trying to start a truck, and you stole her name. I said, what? That's what she got in the comment, Ivan. She said, you stole her name, Smoking. Well, no, ma'am. The company is not Smoking. The company is not We Be Smoking. That's just his logo. That's not the name of the company, ma'am. So you can say your company is Smoking. He just got a slogan, We Be Smoking.
Yeah. And it's
That's
SH. It's smoke, not smoke. We be smoking.
right. You're right. So that's what she was writing in the comments right here.
Yeah. But the
Also,
company name is Lashmokeshak. Say it with me now. Lashmokeshak.
let's take baby steps here. Let's take some baby steps here. Lashmokeshak, young lady. And listen, Ivan, before you go, man, we got a lady from, man, see, this is what I'm saying. At one time, I didn't have no comments in the section. I was on a podcast. Ain't nobody was on this doggone podcast. Now, 3-4 years later, I got people commenting.
Right.
Because they seeing me being consistent. And listen, before we leave this podcast, I'm gonna share something with you. But let me read this last comment. This lady is in Denver, Colorado. She wants to know how much money she needs to start to get her food truck up and running.
Well, first of all, if you don't have a truck already, you need to decide whether you want a truck or a trailer that you would need, let's say a pickup truck or a heavy duty SUV to pull that trailer. You're going to have to decide what is it, you want to do on that part. But those trailers normally start at around 30,000. So, and that's fully equipped.
Damn, she wrote in the comment, God damn. Okay, look.
Now, mind you, keep in mind that's brand new. That's with your fryer in there, your griddle, your halon system. You got to have that, or the health department ain't gonna pass. They're not gonna. Yeah, 30,000 and up. I've seen them as much as 70,000. But that's a very nice trailer. If that's what you want to do. So we're in the same boat right now. So I have 3 ways that I said that I want to fund this thing. Either I'm going to apply for a grant, I'm going to apply for a loan, or I'm just going to try to make the money because I'm in car sales right now. So, it could happen either way. But one of those 3 ways, you're going to have to decide, you're going to get a loan, or you're going to get somebody to write you a grant, or chat GPT your own grant proposal. And so, Titus, you said, what's the secret?
Yes, sir.
What is the secret? It's really no secret. It's commitment. That's it. And consistency. Just like Titus, if he would have stopped 2 years ago, you wouldn't be seeing him now. on this podcast because he would have gave up and quit. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. If it's worth it to you, I can't tell you, but you know it's on you because you're the one gonna be go to sleep at night or don't go to sleep because you're worried about your job. You know, you're downsizing or you might get fired. Somebody might want to jump on you. I mean, it's a whole lot of job politics.
Yeah.
That I've been on many jobs. I have been in the restaurant business. I've been in the insurance business. I've been in the trucking business. Now I'm in car sales. So I know people. I know people can be cruel. I know people can talk about you behind your back and help get you fired. All that kind of stuff happens on jobs. But if you want to do your own thing and you be the boss, then it's going to take commitment. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, you know, I appreciate you coming on this podcast, Exquisite Podcast. Hey, listen, you guys got to jump in the comments. You got to sneak on over in that DM. Sneak on over in the DM and click that link and get your podcast up and popping. Hey, listen, you don't even have to be in the state of Maryland. You see me doing a podcast. I'm in the state of Maryland. He's all the way in Shreveport, Louisiana. So if you got something to say, if you want something to say, or you want to be seen, get in touch with that boy Rick Titus with Exquisite Podcast, family. You know, you got to get focused. You got to get focused. Just like he said, there ain't no secret. He just said it. There is no secret, Miss Pam, Miss Pamela. There's no secret. You just got to be consistent. Just like he said, I wouldn't be on this air right now if I wasn't consistent. He'll tell you I've been doing videos every day. Every day he'll see something popping up in the screen. I'm doing these videos. I don't give a flying saucer. There ain't but 0 people looking at me. Eventually, somebody's going to be popping. Somebody's going to say, hey, man, I want to do a podcast. Hey, man, I was thinking about doing a podcast. This is what I need to do all over the world. I'm not just in Maryland. I'm all over the world with this podcast. I learned how to do the screens. I learned how to do the background. I learned how to do the videos. At one time, I didn't know none of this. So the root to the story is we be smoking with this exquisite podcast. Final words for the guests, and then we out of here.
Hey, I appreciate being on here, man. I keep up the good work, Titus. Look, whatever you want to do, what Nike say, you just do it. Just do it. If you fail, do it again. If you fail, do it again. But if you quit, you'll be defeated. And I'm gonna say that, and we out.
Hey, listen, this is Rick Titus, that boy Rick Titus with Exquisite Podcast. I'll see you guys on another video.